Raise your hand if you've ever had data loss. Have you ever had your toddler delete all the photos off your phone? Have you ever dropped a laptop off a table and shattered it into a billion pieces? There's lots of things that can happen to you that cause data loss. What you need is you need a good backup. Hi, I'm Max Clark, CEO of ITBroker.com, and I'm going to talk about backups. So there's two ways of looking at backups. There is what you can do personally and then what you can do for your business. So to start with, let's talk about personal. So the important thing with backups, and it's referenced in the 3-2-1 system of backups. 3 copies of your data in 2 different locations and 1 offsite. That's what 3-2-1 means. And what this really means, what you're trying to protect against is a couple of things. You're trying to protect against data corruption. So something happens to the file and you can't open it. You're looking for file deletion, data deletion. You accidentally delete a file, or your toddler gets a hold of your computer and deletes half your hard drive, so that you're trying to protect against that. You're looking to protect against damage and theft. So do you have a fire? Do you have water going off? Do you lose your device? Does somebody break into your house and steal your device? So these all become common scenarios that backups are very important for. So data corruption, data loss, and theft. So how do I have my backup set up? Well, I'm a Mac user, which means I have Time Machine. So the first thing I do is I have an external hard drive plugged into my computer, and Apple automatically will back up my local files onto this external hard drive. So if you have a Mac, all you have to do, go buy an external hard drive, plug in the box, plug in the hard drive into the computer. Mac OS will ask you, do you want to use this thing as a backup? And you just say yes, and it automatically backs up. Time Machine does 2 things for you that are really awesome. The first thing it does for you is it backs up your hard drive. The second thing it does for you is it backs up versions of data changes. So you can go back in time and recover a file. So if you realize you made a change in a file and you want a version from 2 weeks ago, you can use Time Machine to go back in time. We also use Google Drive and Dropbox. So files don't just exist on my computer, they also exist replicated and synced up with these services, both Google Drive and with Dropbox. Now, there's different purposes for each, won't go into that. And both Google Drive and Dropbox also do versioning for me. So now I've got the file on my hard drive, it's being backed up into Time Machine that's versioning. It's also going to Dropbox or Drive, and that's also versioning. So if it gets deleted, I can recover it in all these different places. But wait, there's more. The last thing that I do is I use a service called Backblaze. Backblaze runs an agent on the computer, and that gets backed up to a cloud backup. It's not designed for you to use as like a cloud service or synchronization or sharing. It is just a backup service. It's very inexpensive. When I subscribed to it, it was $50 a year for unlimited backups, and it just runs in the background and backs the computer up to the cloud. Why am I so paranoid about this? Because I've had data loss. I have had data loss. It was a long time ago, and fortunately it wasn't a big thing for me, but it happened. And there's no reason why you should have it ever happen to you again. What do you do about it? Well, in my case, I run Dropbox and Drive and Time Machine and Backblaze. And oh, by the way, I forgot, I run iCloud and iCloud backup. So my photos on my phone get backed up to iCloud. They get copied to my computer, or that computer, gets copied in a Time Machine, as well as Backblaze. I have backups all over the place. Why? I want to be able to lose my box. I want to be able to leave it in an airport. I want to accidentally be able, if I deleted something, if my toddler deletes something, I want to get my data back because my data is important to me. So if you're trying to figure out how to back up your data and prevent data loss, do it all. The more you can do that's reasonable for you, the better. The corporate version of this is a little different. It depends on what you're actually running and how your systems are set up. We can talk about that another time.